Man, we got to do a story time, story time, story time, story time. It's Survive. Got to tell y'all about this time I got robbed by a Thot. Mr. Man in Action was caught lacking. Now, this was years ago. When I say years, I'm talking about like 10 years ago. This is when I was like 17. I'm 27 now, so that just lets you know it was a long time ago. But I figured this is a lesson that all of you guys can learn when you out here in these streets. Because I tell you guys this, who you see now is who you didn't always see. So before we get to this story, let me get a mic check real quick. Drop a 1 if y'all can hear me clearly. I would just check real quick because I'm driving the course. So drop a 1 if y'all can hear me clearly, and we're gonna get into this story time on how I got robbed by a Thot years ago. Man, this was sad, yo. This was a sad situation. And I know there's gonna be some people in here that are only clicking on this to have another reason not to deal with women. If that's your intention, if that's what you think you're about to get out of this video, that's wrong. It's dealing with certain type of women that you got to be careful with. And another thing is staying on your P's and Q's in life in general, because I'm not gonna lie, I was lacking. And I ain't gonna say too much, but I was trapping, you feel me? We just gonna leave it at that. We ain't gonna get into details on that lifestyle, but your boy was in these streets, hard body. I'm telling y'all, I've changed a lot. Anybody who's known me for years can vouch for who y'all see now and who y'all watch now was a totally different person years ago. So let's go ahead and get into this story, right? So like I said, I was like 17, just now out of high school. I graduated high school when I was 17. And this is around the time where I was into being a player. So I always had a girlfriend, but I would cheat on her with other girls or whatever. And I remember it was this Thotiana that I was messing with. It was this straight up Thot, Thot pocket, like my ego, Thot pocket head ass chick. And I remember me and her was cool or whatever, but like I said, she was a Thot. So I know I wasn't the only one hitting it. I know I wasn't the only one dealing with her. So basically, man, what happened, we've been vibing for a while, but we was on and off because I had a girl. She knew I had a girl. And I remember one time she wanted me to come pick her up. She said, come pick me up from my auntie house. I'm like, okay, cool. It's nothing. I'll pick you up from your auntie house. Shoot, I think my folks was out of town. Bet. Pick you up. We can go to my crib. And now I think about it, I'm glad that we didn't go to my crib because my whole parents' house probably could have got robbed. So this is the situation, and this is the learning lesson that you guys can get from watching this. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. If y'all want to hear the full story, I need y'all to get them likes even with the viewers. Like the video if y'all want to hear how your boy got robbed by a Thot. It was so sad, man. I mean, I'm humble enough to put it out here for you guys to learn from it, but I need y'all to like the video so that we can get into this story time. Like the freaking video. And like I said, this was over 10 years ago. I've learned from this and moved forward from this, but I feel like, sometimes people need to let y'all know where they came from in the situations, the good, the bad, everything that can come with it. Like the video though. I need you guys to get the likes up. Keep in mind, if you're watching this on the playback, this is a live stream that I'm doing. So if you're watching this on a playback, like the video as well. Basically, I go pick up the chick, or I'm on the way to pick her up. She sends me the address. I'm like, okay, cool. Now keep in mind, I had a reputation in the city for, being in the street life. We'll just say that. I was out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and fake or front for the people who only know me this past year or the year ahead. I'm a totally different person from who I used to be, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all can probably tell from my appearance that, I've dabbled in the streets, you know what I mean? So anyways, I'm like, okay, cool. And more farther in depth with this chick that I'm speaking of, me and her actually were cool. Like, we actually had effed around plenty of times before, but I knew she was a Thot. Like, I knew she was. And so it was just one of those chicks that I would always go back to, like, whatever, I got all these other chicks, but She was cool, she was tight or whatever. So she say, pull up to my auntie house, pick me up. This is where I got caught lacking, just thinking that I'm so cool, can't be touched. I'm in these streets, I'm making money, I'm grinding, fresh out of high school, but I got a car, I got a bag, you know, I got a nice little stash spot in my car or whatever. So I'm doing my thing. Bro, I'm telling y'all, I don't know what city, what state, what country y'all are in, but do not be out here lacking. I don't care where you from. If you are out here lacking, and especially if you're doing the street stuff, if you're out here in the streets, in hood environments, somebody will run up on you. If it ain't a robber or a jackboy, it's probably gonna be the freaking cops. And we'll get into those stories later on. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about these story times. Y'all comment at the end of this video, like, not, I mean, y'all can comment on the live, but comment at the end, let me know if y'all want more story times. Because there's a lot of things that happened with me in my past life that I wouldn't mind letting you guys know so that y'all can get a better understanding of who y'all see today. Because I wasn't always like this. I'm telling y'all, man, we can go into the shootouts, we can go into the juvie days, all type of stuff. I'm not saying that I did this stuff or I promote this type of stuff, but this is where I came from. You feel me? I've seen some things and I've done some things. And I think real people who've seen some things and done some things can look at me in my eyes and understand that I've been through a lot of shit and I'm still progressing as a human being. But there is some PTSD that can come from being in the streets. You feel me? So anyways, I pull up on old girl. I text her. I'm like, I'm outside. This is how I got caught lacking. I bagged my car in because if you on the move, if you on call, you need to bag that car in because at any point you got to pull out. I'm not bagging the car in with the mindset of like getting robbed or anything. I'm bagging the car in with the mindset of I got to keep it moving. You feel me? Just in case I get a play or whatever, I got to be ready to pull out. But this is where I get caught lacking, and I recommend you guys do not do this. First of all, it's summertime. I'm a hot boy. I'm a hot boy in the city. I don't care. I got my shirt off. This is, you know, I'm a young nigga. I got my shirt off, tatted up, sunglasses on, with the freaking windows down. Bro, I'm telling y'all, don't be riding around parking in a hood that you're not familiar with your freaking windows down. I don't know what I was thinking. And it's so funny how I can reflect on this now and just be like, Mr. Van Action, you idiot. I was a freaking idiot back then, but this is the importance of growth in life. You have to live and learn. Anyways, I got my windows down. I'm looking down on my phone. And think about this. This happened in 2011. The way people are on their phones now, I know it's a lot more chances of a lot of people getting robbed and a lot of people just running up on people, because how many times have you, some of you watching me right now are lacking. Some of y'all watching me literally right now are lacking somewhere in your car, somewhere in public, looking down at your phone and not paying attention to your environment. This is why I always scope out my environment. I don't pull up the spots and just park my car and, ooh, I'm just gonna look at my phone while I'm on lunch break. Oh, I'm just gonna sit here and wait on the girl to come outside. Did it before. My black ass got robbed doing that dumb shit. So anyways, I bag in. She say she outside. I think I'm on Facebook or something. I'm just on Facebook scrolling, waiting on her to come out. Next thing you know, I see these two people walking behind me. Now, remind you, I'm in the hood, you know what I'm saying? So it's always people walking around in the hood. I'm just like, you know, whatever. You know, this ain't my first time here, so it is what it is. Bro, when I tell you I'm on my phone lacking so hard, next thing you know, boom, I got something to my head. I didn't think it was a gun. I had something to my head. And I'm kind of looking from the side, and I hear somebody. He had a red bandana tied around his face. This is before the COVID mask. This was a real, you know, bandana, red bandana around his mask. And then another dude with a red shirt punched me on the side of my face. The dude that put the gun to my head, the first thing he said, give it up, give me everything. Like, keep in mind, I'm sitting in my car like, whoa, you know what I mean? He's like, give it up, give me everything. Then boom, I get rocked like on the side of my shit, like boom. I literally, guys, I thought I was dead. Like, I thought I got shot. I thought it was over. You know, it's like I said, I'm 17. I'm 27 now, but at the time I'm 17 years old, I think I'm dead. I'm like, well, shit, I done passed out. Cause dude, like, he hit me pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. He jawed my ass. I'm not even gonna front. Little nigga stuck me. This was two dudes. So one dude with the gun to my head, he said, give it up, give me everything. I'm like, man, stop playing with me. I say that, and then I get my ass punched. So I'm like, oh shit, this shit real. So dude's like, give it up, give me everything, give me everything. Keep in mind, I'm in a hood ass fucking apartment area. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in my car, and I'm thinking two things. I can either just give them my phone. I think I had a phone and an iPod. I'm like, I can give them my phone, or I can try to grab the gun. Like, you guys got to understand, until you get put into certain situations, this is why I was talking about taking action. This story can relate to the action. It's one thing to watch stuff on movies. It's one thing to hear somebody talk about certain things. But until you get put in a certain situation in your life, you never know how you're going to respond in the certain situation that you get put into in your life. You're going to just have to go off the strip. So when I talk about taking action, approaching women, I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, that's easy. You know, I can do that. But until you get your ass out in the field and you see these women that you want to approach and you actually go make the effort to do it, it's going to hit different. So anyways, dude punches me. I still didn't get my shit up because the phone. It was like, give it up, give me everything. So he like pretty much tries to grab my iPod, but this is the old iPod. Like, it had the little big charger or whatever. So he couldn't really pull it off. He's like, give me the iPod, give me the phone. I'm like, fuck. And this is when I knew I got set up, because they was like, where's the work at? You feel me? I'm just gonna leave it at that. You know, it wasn't no crazy nothing or whatever. But I'm like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got my phone, took my iPod and some other stuff, and then they just start running. Now, keep in mind, these are two dudes. One of them got a big ass gun, and then the other one just punched me in my face, and they ran off with my phone and my iPod and some other stuff. So as I see them run off, I hop in my car. Oh, I'm already in my car, but I put my car in drive and I start following them. Now I'm thinking like, okay, they got the strap. I'm gonna be real. I didn't have no strap at the time. I'm just a young hot bull out here thinking that nothing can happen. So I followed them for a minute just to see what they wearing and see what they look like, and then they skirt off into their hood or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not gonna follow these cats. I'm gonna just pull up on the homies. Pull up on the homies that stay right across the street. But this is when you know we was just some young jits. The homies, they in a trap, but they not trapping, if that make any sense. They just smoking. Like, they just, you know, we used to just smoking shit like that. So they high as fuck. I walk up in there, like, yo, bro, these little niggas just robbed me, bro. It's two niggas, they just hit me up. It's probably like 4 or 5 homies in there, but they high as fuck. They just chilling. You know how it is when you just smoking and chilling. Like, man, these little niggas just robbed me, bro. What the fuck? Man, we ain't gonna go into like the whole backstory of what happened after that, but just know when I came in there and said that, it blew my homies high. Like, it blew all their high, and they was like, all right, where they at? You know, let's see what's going on. You feel me? And the core of this story, be careful with these thoughts. You feel me? That's the first thing you can get out of this story. Second story, don't pull up in areas that you're not familiar with lacking. I was lacking. I take full accountability for shit. I would have robbed me if I was a jack boy, from how hard I was lacking. I pull up, like I said, I'm young, I'm feeling myself. I'm pulling up with my shirt off, some sunglasses, just thinking I'm the coolest nigga on earth. In here on my phone with my windows down, sunroof up, all that. I'm just like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna pull this chick. She finna come to my crib. So what happened was, I ended up contacting Shorty later on. I'm like, what the fuck? These little niggas just robbed me. And then all my people is like, oh, girl set you up. I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking that, you know, I just robbed from being in the fucking hood, until I later on started talking to her more, and it put 2 and 2 together. And this is why I'm so sketchy about online dating as well. A lot of you guys don't think this stuff can happen to you. You'll hear me, you'll hear other stories. You know, that never happened to me. I'm telling you guys, you got to be careful out here and don't be lacking. That's the core of the story, is don't be lacking. But anyways, I hit old girl up. She's like, yeah, we just got robbed too, and these dudes just beat the fuck out of me and my auntie. That's not making no sense to me though. I'm like, so you trying to tell me that these jits just robbed me and then they came back and robbed you while you were in your apartment? Huh? No. That shit didn't add up to me, bro. That shit did not add up to me. So, long story short, old girl never admitted it. But like I said, I put two and two together. I was very plugged in and connected with who these cats were. And, you know, being from a certain environment, certain things just get handled. You dig? So, yeah, that shit was fucked up, though. That shit was fucked up, man. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. I just wanted to give this quick story time. Seen this coming eventually, bro. You going places, somebody is gonna want everything. That's the cap. Stay safe. Yeah. Old girl was capping, bro. Old girl was capping. Now, like I said, this was years ago. Of course, I think even in the hood they got like surveillance cameras and stuff like that now. I think things have changed, but hey, these are certain situations that create the person that y'all see today. Trust me, when I go out now, I'm fully aware. I'm always looking. I'll sometimes be in parking lots going into the store or something, and I just be seeing people on their phone, you know, just on their phone, regardless of if their windows are up or their door is locked. I'm like, damn, you're lacking so hard, and you don't understand that that's how hard I was lacking, and my dumb ass got robbed. So it's one of those things where, you feel me, like you just gotta be careful, man. You can't be the moral of this story, guys, do not be anywhere where there's people around. Outside of your house, you shouldn't be sitting down focused at your phone anywhere. This is a situation where I got robbed by a Thot, but honestly, you can get robbed anywhere. I mean, it don't always have to be a chick that you're dealing with. Even if you're in a suburb, safest area ever, always be aware of your surroundings. Always have your head up. Always have your head on a understanding of where you at. It'd be so many people just walking around on their phones, and I'm like, dang, like, I mean, hopefully it doesn't happen to none of you guys, but it damn sure happened to me. And ever since then, I don't pull into certain areas just on my phone and not looking, not aware, because where I'm from, you can get robbed for that shit. You know what I mean? I don't know where you guys are from, but motherfuckers will run up on your whip and put the blicky to your head for some shit like that. So yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all like the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. Let me know if y'all want more story time, because I got a lot of them. You feel me? Like, I know these could be in a book, and who knows, maybe a book may come in the future, but I got a lot of story times from shit that happened to me in the past. Some with women and some with just being in the streets. You feel me? Windows up, doors locked, seat leaned back. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, some people don't care if you got your windows up and all that stuff. They'll still pop up at your window. You feel me? Not only, and you know, not only, well, I ain't gonna even say that. I ain't gonna even say that last part. I ain't gonna do myself like that, but yeah, man, y'all stay safe out here. Let's get it. I'm out.